Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world, Ali Mehdaoui in here, your strategic partner, and welcome to a brand new episode of the ME Show. I got the man, myth, the legend, all in one body with me right in here, and I cannot wait to tell you about how we actually met and why I have much, much love for what he stands for. He goes by the name of John Gregg. He is the owner, operator of Gregg Financial Group. He is a businessman. He is an entrepreneur and has been for a very, very long time, although he looks like he just graduated high school 2 years ago. He is a father of 4 amazing children. He loves to work out like a beast, and his discipline is second to none. One of the most positive individuals that you're going to have around, and I am super, super excited to do as much as I can to get you as many golden nuggets that McDonald's is going to be suing us for today's episode. With that being said, if you are not driving, please feel free to engage in the comments, in the interactions, and give him a whole lot of love for the very first time, and certainly not the last, the one and only John Gregg. What's up, my guy?
Hey, what's up, man?
You ready to rock?
Yeah, sounds
Man,
good.
it's been a long time coming. So first and foremost, for anybody that is hiding under a rock and does not know your greatness, does not see your positivity on social media, tell us a little bit about how it all began back in 19 whatever. No, I'm just messing around. Tell us a little bit about your background, bro.
So in 2018, I took over like a small little agency, a small little Allstate insurance agency in Freehold, and basically been on the roller coaster ride ever since. Grew it to almost $20 million book of business now. Multiple locations. A lot more staff. And yeah, I'm just continuing to grow it, continuing to build the right team around me, and unfortunately, the bigger it gets, the more problems you run into,
The
and
bigger it gets, the bigger it gets.
exactly. So it's a constant learning experience, and that's the journey. It's more about the journey rather than the destination, as they say. So
Yeah. Well, so let's dive into that. You could have done anything in the world. You obviously once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur. Why the financial services space? What is it about it that gives you that motivation to wake up and grind tomorrow again?
uh, I think it's because I kind of naturally connect with people anyway, and I'm dealing with the general population. I'm dealing with all kinds of people, all kinds of economic backgrounds, all kinds of demographics and everything. So when you could connect with people like this, I kind of feel like you're using your God-given gift here, and I could talk to somebody from North Jersey, South Jersey, wherever it might be, and they all kind of look at me like I'm one of them because I am. And you make the connections, and you're building relationships, and that's what this business is all about. Because you could buy insurance from a million different places, but if you're buying it from somebody that that you like, that you want to work with, that is knowledgeable and helpful, it's like, why not go with this guy? So
Without a doubt. So some of you may or may not know, we have a transportation business and we have a fleet of individuals, cars that takes care of private clients. And we also use Uber as our dispatcher, if you will. A mutual friend and a client, Rob Horowitz, shout out to Rob. He hits me up. He's like, hey, my buddy it needs to go to the Devils game. And I told him to hit you up. And, Rob is somebody that we hold up here. So I personally make sure that I cater to him. So if it's Rob, it's John. They're both in the same status, if you will. So I hit you up. I'm like, what's up? What's the deal? I need to go. I'm like, yep, I got you. No worries. And one thing led to another. We've had this long ride conversation to pick up your uncle, and we clicked in so many levels. It was such a mutual alignment from faith to mindset to business. So we just felt like two cousins that were lost. And we go back at nighttime at home and we're praying in the car before we say goodnight. So let's just say it was a God created moment, and I'm so grateful that it happened the way exactly that it did. So diving into that, a lot of time we hear that personal growth and business growth are parallel. Like you can't grow business wise if you don't grow personally. What are some of the disciplines that you have in place, your non-negotiables, in order to create the best mindset that you need to have a productive day?
um I think that it really comes down to the consistency of your day. try to eat the same breakfast, try to wake up at the same time, try to, get to your desk at the same time.
Routine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get into that routine, having a stable environment. Like, I've been married since 2015. So, having that, stable environment, having wife at home, to handle a lot of the kids stuff and some of the house stuff that, um, I don't have to worry about. I could just focus on running the business. I think all of that kind of goes into
Morph in the
the
best mindset
what's that?
to create that best mindset.
Yeah, because you got to have a clear mind to have a good mindset. So it's like you can't be too stressed out. You don't worry about all different things at the same time. So if you have some stuff off your plate, I think that will help you stay focused. And because as you grow, like like I was saying, there's going to be more problems, bigger problems. It's more important. Um, some of the tasks that you do feel more important because now you're running a much bigger company,
Yeah.
and a mistake you make, could be bigger too because it's a big
And
company.
it's really all on your shoulders. I mean, what
Yeah,
the rise and the fall always yields on leadership. Let me dive on.
exactly.
You mentioned the business. So many times people think they don't think financial services. They think insurance. They think either car insurance or health insurance. But you actually cover a whole realm of services.
I'm a star of your team. Check out my game day drip. It's custom. Forget the game. You're watching me. Who loves you? And if you don't have the right auto coverage, you'll be paying for that yourself. So switch to Allstate. You can save hundreds.
That's cold.
Yeah, I mean, my main focus is on like the auto, home, and life, like catering to like that
The
typical New
families.
Jersey family. Yeah, like wife, husband, wife, two kids or whatever. 3, 4 cars in the household. Maybe a boat. You don't want to wait until they're teenagers to get life insurance.
Can we dive on that
But
for a
build that
second?
up.
Social media is flooded with, as I like to call them, finfluencers, like financial influencers that have no business to be in business. So, can you debunk or educate on, the top three things that a couple and or parents need to know or need to do right away for their children?
Number one, definitely having life insurance because without that, your kids might not even be able to afford college or be able to afford to live in the house that you're living right now and all that. I mean, that's pretty much the first steps. I mean, just doing those couple things, compound interest, it pays off, as the years go by, and even the life insurance, by doing that earlier, you're getting a better rate. You're healthier when you're younger. Your blood work comes out better when you're younger. So you want to do all that in your 20s because even mid 30s is a big difference.
Why do you think individuals or families don't do this early on? Because I can tell you, I mean, my easy answer and no disrespect is ignorance, right? We don't know what we don't know. But
Yeah,
why do you think there is that ignorance in place?
I mean, I just think that it's not stuff that you need to do. Um, I mean, you should think like that, but you should say, "Oh, I need to do this." But I think a lot of people, put these types of things on the back burner, because there's not a specific date that you have to do it by. Like, oh, I need to get life insurance by the time I'm 29 or something. You should think like that, but like people don't actually think like that, and it just gets put on the back burner, and then there's other bills that come up. There's other things that are happening in your life and your career and your marriage and everything else. So and then it just kind of gets pushed to the back, and until you have somebody maybe like me that's like, hey man, you never got life insurance. Like, what do you got? Like, you got auto, home, and like and stuff like that, but you're not protecting your
The most
the
valuable
most
thing.
valuable thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, your life. So
When it comes to um, life insurance, the assumption is it's only good when I'm dead.
mhm,
But there are benefits to life, right? Like it's called life insurance, not death insurance, right?
mhm.
So talk to us about some of the benefits of life insurance while the person is actually still healthy and well.
Yeah, I mean, by having, well, number one, you could use it, as collateral. Business partners get life insurance on each other. You could put it.
Wait, rewind.
Yep.
Business partners get life insurance on each other. You're talking to me now. So what does
Yeah.
that mean? I know we can't
So
give
like,
claims, but give us an idea of what the benefit of that would be.
yeah, so it's like, if me and you were going into business together and we have a thriving business making a lot of money, if something happens to you,
Because
yeah,
it's still a relationship, regardless to
exactly,
marital or business. So it's the same concept of a marital situation where why would you
exactly.
need life insurance? You're doing it in a business partnership. Hey, in case something happens to you, the chef of the restaurant,
Yeah,
and I can't sustain this whole thing, I have a backup financial plan to cover what I need to cover.
exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never, ever, ever, and look, I say this with respect and love. It's very hard for me to be like, I never heard that.
Yeah,
Wow, because I am a bookworm, as you know. So
yeah.
that is fascinating. The other thing that a lot of people are afraid of is, taxes and, oh, I can't do it because there's obviously check with your financial advisor, but really there's no immediate impact, right? Unless you take your money early on before retirement age. Am I off in here or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the most of that stuff is deferred, till, when you actually need it. So it grows tax free, most of these types of investment products. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that you should. I think that, like, maybe when you buy your first house, you should start having these conversations with somebody. I think that's a good spot to be. You're obviously savvy enough to save the money to put the down payment on the condo or on the house or whatever. And it's like, and usually what comes after that is, you meet somebody, you get married, and then kids and all that stuff is kind of follows. So I would say, like, that's a pretty good, time to, to sit down and really talk to somebody about your financial goals and where you'd like to be in the future. So, by thinking about it, it will open up the opportunities for,
What are the benefits
mhm.
on, we see commercials, right? You hear if you bundle. Is there really a benefit to having, life, health, auto, like, or is it just a commercial that we hear all the time? I mean,
No,
help me.
no,
You're an
yeah,
insider, so
yeah. No, they definitely they massively incentivize us, as Allstate guys, to, bundle the auto and the home specifically. Um, so they want that whole household. The life insurance comes, like, after the fact, most of the time, but, like, that first, like, half hour call, you want to get the auto and the home together. And I mean, not to mention it's going to be so much easier. Everything was going to be one spot. You'll have, you'll get a much better rate. It's usually between 20 and 30% discounts.
if you bundle.
Yeah, if you bundle,
Interesting.
our rates are really good right now. With especially Allstate auto insurance. It's all done, on purpose for Allstate to come back and grab their part of the market share that they want. And they want to be strategic about who they're bringing on, who they're bringing onto the books. And yeah, so it's my job to, really find the right people, to grow with. And these are people that they want to hang on to for the for
Yeah.
the long run. So
When it comes to income opportunities, I do know that the financial services is the number one uh, income generator in the world. There's the biggest financial sector is, financial services. A lot of people think insurance, they don't understand that is financial services.
yeah,
So for anybody that is seeking an opportunity, and I'm asking because right
yeah,
now more than ever, everything is expensive. People are hurting. I saw a Labor Department released an article. If you're making $110,000 a year, you're in
mhm,
poverty line. That's paycheck to
uh,
paycheck in America right now. Remember when we used to brag about six figures?
yeah. That
I get,
was like the
I
key
get people like, "Oh, I'm making six figures." I'm like, "Bro, I wouldn't say that out
number.
loud anymore."
Yeah, really, yeah.
You are not bragging right now. Like, stop it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what is your message to anybody seeking an opportunity that would love, a change? Because I know that there is, and I'm gonna say it right. There's a lazy mindset of like, well, I
Yeah.
don't want to take the test and I don't want to study for it, and it's
Oh, yeah,
hard or
the tests were
whatever.
terrible, yeah.
But at the same exact time, the risk to reward ratio or the test to reward
Mhm.
rate. So please, if you could educate a little bit as to why is now the best time to come and work with you at Gregg Financial Services,
Yes, so
Financial Group. I'm sorry.
no, it's all good. So, well, right now the opportunity has never been better as far as like a sales opportunity, because it's a lot easier to sell the products that we have. We're substantially better priced than we were even a couple years ago. And also you're with a guy like myself who's not only running the agency but also working in the agency, which is not typically how it's supposed to go. Like the agency owner is somebody that you barely talk to, or you talk to whenever there's like a really big issue. But no, I make myself pretty available, mainly because I'm better at it. So why not use the skills I have. So I client facing, to be working alongside somebody like myself, which I think is I wish I had the opportunity to do something like that, especially when I was coming up. And it's a career path. It's like you don't tell people, oh, I have a job working at Allstate. It's like no, I'm an insurance agent. It's you. It's like you build your own like network
business.
Yeah, you build.
It's almost like
really
as if Allstate works
a little
for you.
mini entrepreneur. Yeah, it's you make yourself like your own little mini entrepreneur. And then if you decide, hey, like I think I could do what John's doing. I think one day I should open up my own agency. Then go for it. And then see, because listen, if you want to make money like a doctor or a lawyer, I just asked ChatGPT the other day, how much doctors make in New Jersey, and I really wasn't impressed. Let's just say that. So, for a guy, that didn't go to medical school to be making, surgeon money, and that's there you go. That should be incentive for anybody right there.
It's still performing operations. It's just on your financial body. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm a star of your team. Check out my game day drip. It's custom. Forget the game. You're watching me. Who loves you? And if you don't have the right auto coverage, you'll be paying for that yourself. So switch to Allstate. You can save hundreds.
That's cold.
I wanna do a rapid fire game with you. All right. So and debunk this for me. Changing insurance is too expensive and/or it's too complicated.
I literally do it for you.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start.
Right now,
I'm too old.
Too old for what?
Love it. Hey, too old for life insurance.
Oh, well, that might be right. That might be true, man. That might be true. So
Probably the reason why we need to do it right now.
Some people call me a little bit too late, and I'm like, like a heart problem, this, like that. I'm like, okay, well, you have 10 grand a month because that's how much it costs.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So the earlier, the healthier you are, the better. Like so now is the time. And I hope everybody's listening, because we tend to make these mistakes where it's too little, too late.
Yeah.
Or we think we're gonna live forever. Let me keep it a buck with you. I have a buddy of ours, Kalpesh Bhatt, died randomly, had an aneurysm, 38 years old.
Wow.
Jason Lee went to sleep, heart attack, never woke up.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, I don't know if you know DQ.
Yeah.
The bartender, you know what happened with DQ, right? It's like he took his own life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So life is too precious. I don't like to use the term too short, but it is too precious to take it for granted. The average, I was talking to my son earlier today, the average life span is 78 years old.
Yeah.
That's 78 birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
That's 78 Christmases. That's 78 times that you're going to celebrate your loved ones. So I'm 40. So life is too precious not to be like, okay, I got to make some things to make sure, that my stuff is in order. And look, with all the respect, and I'm talking to you in here from the heart to heart, if you are a grown man or a grown woman living in what I believe to be the greatest country in the world, and you don't have your financial states in order, you don't have at least life insurance that's like less than a visit to Applebee's per month. Dude, what are we talking about in here? Like, it is unacceptable, unequivocally unacceptable. And that was not a planned commercial. That was just me keeping it a buck with you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back to the rapid fire. My kids are homeschooled. What do I need college and all the financial services for children for?
Man,
You can use that money for something else.
Yeah, that's kind of crappy way of looking at it. I think.
Good.
So,
Yeah.
like just keeping the bar like super low, like, oh, like, they're not gonna, I mean, who knows what they're gonna want to do? They might say, Dad, I want to be a dentist, like, or whatever.
It's a long time from now until the age of college. They may change their mind about what they actually
yeah,
want to do.
keep the opportunities open for them.
Yeah.
Don't be, I mean, my mom wanted me to be a mailman, and I'm like,
What a
like,
random thing.
well, she just figured it was safe, and the super, super safe route.
This is back in the day too,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they're like, the mail people make $23 an hour.
That's like that's stuck in my head forever. And I'm like, oh man, I was
my
like,
dad used to tell me like, they make $23 an hour.
yeah,
Or
and they
the
get
other one,
benefits and like all this stuff.
the other one for me was interpreter. You should consider being a state interpreter. They make $25 an hour, and I'm like, what about what I want to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it sticks in my head that she said that. So it's kind of funny because yeah, I'm doing a lot more than just dropping off packages nowadays. So,
That's a mic drop. What we live in a world, in a country right now that is very polarized. There's a lot of uncertainty. Every single day we wake up, we're like, everything's gonna be okay. The next day, like, it's World War III.
Yeah.
What is your message of hope, positivity, and a call to action to do something about life and about finance to the audience?
Yeah, I mean, well, the first thing I'll say is that I was just talking about this with somebody else. I wouldn't even get involved with like with watching too much social media or watch too much TV about current events and all that, because I think it's kind of designed to put you in a tailspin and make you crazy, because I was doing that myself a little bit, and then I was like, wait a second, why don't I just focus on what I'm doing here? Yeah, focus on my own job, and not let any outside factors stop me from putting 100% focus on what I'm doing on my day to day. And I think that that's the way. And then obviously have some faith, that God's got your back here, and there's nothing that you really have to worry about at the end of the day. This is just one level of the infinity. So I would just try to be more clear minded about things, and don't get too overly excited about things, even though that's kind of easier said than done, because you give me a Red Bull and I'm gonna be stuttering and jumping out of my seat over here. So luckily I didn't do that today.
Yeah, no, dude. First and foremost, thank you so much. How can the people connect with you? What is the website or phone number that you want us to share, if it's okay with you? Because I think this is such valuable information that I want my network to at least give themselves an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, if you call my office directly, me and my staff will help you, look at an insurance quote for you, talk to you about, whatever you think, whatever gaps, you think you got in your financial, life, we'll try to fill those for you, and help you out, review everything and give you an honest opinion about, where to go from there. And that's at 732-358-5998. That's the direct line, so it doesn't even go to like a robot or anything. Just right there, 732-358-5998. And then John at Allstate, we're always monitoring the DMs and stuff to help people that want to talk through that. And then that's it, and then we'll keep it rocking.
And to make it easy for you, we're going to make sure that in the description of the episode, we're going to have the social media assets, direct link, and we're also going to have the phone number and all the ways that you can connect with John Gregg's team. And remember, life is too precious not to treat it like a Bentley, because we value everything in life. We want the Rolexes, we want the Bentleys, but then your family, that's your Bentley right there. If I had a Bentley, I'll put all the bells and whistles and gap insurance and, warranty from bumper to bumper. But then my life, I'll get to it when I get to it, right?
Yeah.
So it's a real honest conversation that I challenge you to have. So do me a solid. Out of this episode that we just had, any questions that you may have for John, or anything that you want to elaborate on, put it right in the comment, because we'll filter it right back to him and his team, and we'll make sure that he responds to you. I promise you that we make sure of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot thank you enough for the opportunity to allow us to bring the greatest of them all, the fastest growing financial group and services agency in New Jersey right now, documented all across in Fox, ABC, CBS, CW, and now giving us the privilege to be here in our studios. I genuinely ask of you, give yourself a try, because John is going to be all right. You need to give your chance an opportunity and check out what he and his team can do for you. And what do you got to lose? A phone call? Do it right now. My name is Ali Mehdaoui, and until next time, have a blessed day, everybody.
I'm a star of your team. Check out my game day drip. It's custom. Forget the game. You're watching me. Who loves you? And if you don't have the right auto coverage, you'll be paying for that yourself. So switch to Allstate. You can save hundreds.
That's cold.